First rates on your screen, it could be nick for the Nifty, that's perfectly acceptable. The market breadth is also not looking great, that's okay. So it may not be a good Friday, it may not be a great Friday. You want to close the week on a high note, that may not happen, but I think that's perfectly acceptable. Nobody should expect and anticipate the markets will go up in a linear line. We are up from 16,700 to 18,200, and that makes it like a near perfect market, so to speak. First rates just started coming up on the screen. FMCG index, auto index, all of them are just flat. It's an important day in Supreme Court for the Adani group of companies. The Supreme Court hearing decision is going to be there today. The hearing is also there today. So in the run-up to that decision, which is expected during the market hour in the second half of trade today, I guess you will see some fireworks in Adani group of stocks. So you will see some action in Adani group of stocks. But as of now, there is no pattern whatsoever. Nothing big came yesterday after the market hour, but Eicher Motors was strong, and that is having impact on the stock per se, which is up 4%.
Eicher Motors, yes, the margins have risen about 80 basis points, 5.5% higher now for Eicher as we speak. Kotak Mahindra Bank, let's see, after the MSCI rejig got announced, Nuvama is actually foreseeing an inflow of about $810 million because of the MSCI rejig. Kotak Bank, though, starts off a little bit tempered. Lots of other earnings, and Siemens as well came out with a strong set. The revenue is higher by about 28%. And remember, it's not just Kotak Bank, but Max Healthcare, Sona BLW, HAL. These are also the other MSCI inclusions. Max has popped up about almost 5%. Sona Comstar higher by 3%. And then there is Hindustan Aeronautics, though, which has started off with a downtick of about 0.6%. The big dhamaka earning, of course, has been Zensar. The dollar revenue has come in higher by about 1.25%, and this constant currency revenue as well is higher on a sequential basis, 2.5% higher for Zensar as we speak right now. Deepak Nitrite also came out with its numbers. Although the margins are down, the revenue is higher 5% and earnings are largely in line. The stock, though, starts off 3% lower as we speak right now. There's GSPL as well, which came out with its numbers. The South Indian Bank, wherein the NII is up 43% on a year-on-year basis, and their NIMs are now at a record high of 3.67%. South Indian Bank, what a move on this stock, 9.25% higher for South Indian Bank as we speak right now. NBCC has bagged an order of about 1,200 odd crore rupees, and there's Interglobe Aviation as well, which is also one of the additions in the MSCI list. A couple of other names which are also in focus this morning. Let's see where L&T has settled in at after that deep gash on the stock as well as on DRL. L&T sees some more selling, 1% lower for L&T still, and DRL will just come up for you on your screens too. That also is seeing some more red, 1% lower for DRL as we speak right now. Indus Towers, Adani Transmission, Adani Total. Remember, these are the ousters or exclusions from the MSCI list, and all these stocks are in the red as we speak right now. Also, there is Dilip Buildcon, Gillette, Thyrocare, which are also going to be excluded from the MSCI small cap list. So look out for some of these names, as also Thyrocare and Vakrangi Software.
Just a quick look at Zee Entertainment as well, as we understand that the merger with Sony faces another bit of a roadblock, as the stock exchanges have informed the Mumbai bench that SEBI has asked them to appraise the tribunal of a recently passed order on Shirpur Gold Refinery on SL Group. That's a stock down about 5%. Okay, let's move on and find out what our chartists are making of the market setup this morning. As we're just getting the initial trades going in, Kunal, what's your assessment and your first trade?
Well, it seems to be an okay start. So given the handover of 75 points downtick, if you see 30 points down on the Nifty and then a positive 30 points for the Bank Nifty, we expect this to be a flattish day. As I said in the morning, that we should probably swing around the 18,300 mark for a good part of the trading session. If we scale past about 18,300 levels, that could be a sign of strong breakout. The stock which I would look to trade, and the one which I've been bullish on, is Glenmark Pharma. Again, made a new high for itself on the short-term chart, scaling past about the levels of 580 today. Looks very attractive as a short-term play.
Okay, Glenmark Pharma. Kunal continues to remain bullish on this candidate. Naresh, what's standing out according to you?
So watching out for NTPC, it is back closer to that 180 mark. If it can cross 180, that is the point I would trigger for the short term. If it crosses 180, you could see a quick move. So looking to add positions above 180 out here.